on his queen, left on the free. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't.
Oh, when the Saints go marching.
You say you want an angel, then give a heaven on earth. I respect you.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Let's go. Check out.
Off the fake. Now Shuck's going to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Saints at 0-14 now on the year. We are late into December and still searching for that first win.
And that's a list every team wants to avoid because it's a small list, but we remember who those teams were. 2017, the Cleveland Browns went 0-16. 2008, it was Detroit. And in 1976, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they didn't win a game either, but they only went 0-14.
2nd and 9. To throw now, Shuck. Slant pass complete to Olave. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
To the air again. Here's Shuck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
19 Lions. Set up. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Shuck. Touchdown, Saints. Demarcus Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now.
Now Cook. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Up next, it's our main event between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. There he goes on the right side. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Jets, nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Down the field. He's got Wilson. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the... field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
This is Allen on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taylor going downfield, it's caught. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Slot man's in motion right. Back now, pressure coming. Complete to Braylon Allen. down to the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Allen can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. And into the end zone, touchdown New York. The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Shuck to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets take possession of the football.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. But it's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 22-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Chuck now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Third down, here's Shuck. Oh, brother, it's another interception! And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Go! Trying it right side with Allen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They're going to try and throw it here. Catch is made in close. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
39-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now we're on the toss to Kamara. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
19 tight. Head to 60.
Shuck working from the gun. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Here he goes, third and long. Screen here for Kamara. Wow, they sent him backwards all three plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on fourth down. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 22. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 40-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So that brings up fourth and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Start things off with a run by Kamara. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Chuck on third down. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Drive getting it to Chris Olave. And now they're left with fourth and short. Jake Camarda on the punt. And this isn't too far beyond midfield. It's going to bounce out, looks like at or on the 40.
Their own 40-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He gets this to Tyler Scott. He'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. So second and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. dropping back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. This one's caught. Smith has it. Running down the left side. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Saints 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a give inside to Kamara. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play action. Chuck bails out of the pocket quick. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Oh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
It's caught by Wilson. And it's going to be brought down up at the 31. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. He's looking deep once again. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Project, this is what you want.
Reed now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Shuck. He finds Bailey working downfield here. He's going to bring this down to their 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cardinals. 10.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 28-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
19.
Quickly out wide. It's Mitchell. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready? 19 tight.
To the air on third and long. Taking a shot deep here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
At the 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Headed out right. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
They give to Hall on the draw. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays.
Over it, so they take him down for a loss. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one is launched downfield. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. And they pick him up again. Quincy Williams has it. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. It could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shuck now on 1st down. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Rose caught. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down and goal to go.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
That throw behind his intended target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Shut up! 70 Lions!
Design bootleg here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Moore. And the Jets will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Julian Blackman.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Off to play action. Jump. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down. Lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints gotta score in a hurry. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Rush coming for Shuck. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend.
their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Mason Taylor that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11.
11-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Saints make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So no time remaining, Brock, but the touchdown and now potentially this 2-point conversion can at least make it look a little closer. Caught at the 1! And he's not going to get in. Not that the 2 would have really made a difference. This one already decided. So it's a road win for the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the